Like, look at the size difference. Welcome to my channel. Today we are getting into even more Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. Now, we already had a bunch of videos with these lovely palettes. These are the Norvina Pigment Collection Volume 1, 2, and 3. And now we have minis. Yes, they are super tiny compared to the actual palettes. So if you're interested in these palettes, I'll have a whole separate playlist for all of the Norvina Pro Pigments and comparing all of these. But today we are focusing on the itty bitty little baby ones. They're so cute. I'm living for the packaging on this one. It looks so awesome. Even the packaging on this is just like the black and white with the gold. It just looks so, I don't know, like edgy chic. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They are $29 each. This is the volume 1 palette. I'm trying not to blind you guys with the mirror. This is the volume 2 palette. Now, these are listed as limited edition and exclusive to Sephora. I don't really know how long they're going to be available or if they're ever going to be places other than Sephora, but as of right now, it's only at Sephora, and they launched in store today, so you can go into a Sephora and get them. They're right underneath where all 3 of these palettes would be at. I'm not going to compare these 3 palettes to the mini palette because I love mini palettes, and my whole thing with mini palettes is that I like them because they're easier to travel with. They're just cuter. It's nice and easy to grab. There's not 10 million shades for you to sit there and be like, I don't even know where I want to go with this look. For example, like this palette, it's humongous. It's like, what am I gonna do with all these colors? So I personally like mini palettes just a little bit more because they kind of simplify everything for you. You're not overwhelmed by anything. And I tend to reach for mini palettes a little bit more, and what I don't understand about these is that they are so much smaller than the actual Norvina palettes. Like, look at the size difference, but they're like only half the price. So I'm like, what? That's the only thing that I'm a little bit confused by. They have the same packaging, the same like plasticky packaging, but just less shades. Today, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on these little palettes and swatching them for you, and I'm gonna put one palette on each eye so that it's easier. Like if you're on a budget, you don't want to get the bigger palettes, it's a little bit easier to see which one you want. I don't know if I'm going to use all the colors, but I'm going to try to use all the colors in each palette on both my eyes. But let's get into the swatches. Now, these are not labeled like the big ones, but on the back they do have A1, A2, so on and so forth. So we're gonna go through the swatches. I went through A row across, B row across, so on and so forth. So we have A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. And then as for the volume 2 palette, same thing, just going across. There is A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. That got me a tongue twister right there. I don't know why. Right off the bat, I do like this one a little bit more. I don't know if it's just like the color scheme. There's a little bit more variety in this one than in the volume 1 palette, the white one, in my mind, because in this palette, the volume 1, you're kind of bound to get a purpley pink look, while the other one you can get kind of green, orangey, you can add purple in there. So I kind of think there's a little bit more selection for your price. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. There's a little bit more bang for your buck in the volume 2, in my opinion, just from looking at it. But now let's get into trying these out on my eyes. I'm super excited for this. Man, Alright, I'm also going to prime my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. Still going strong in my collection. Alright, it is zoom in time. So I'm going to start off with the Volume 1 palette on this eye. And I'm just going to point to the colors. I'm not going to go through the whole ABCs. So I'm first going to start off with this shade. And I'm going to put this right on my inner corner. This palette definitely stains your eyes. It stained my fingers when I was swatching it. So if you don't like staining, you're probably not gonna like this one or the Volume 1 of the big palettes either. And then I'm gonna take this kind of violet shade and I'm just gonna blend it into the other one. These are super pigmented. Sometimes I forget how pigmented the Anastasia shadows are. And it catches me from surprise every time. Now I'm gonna take this shade. I'm gonna pack that in my inner corner. Oh, I'm getting some fallout from that one. Oh no. I have pink underneath my eyes. Lord. Oh well. Just continue packing that on. Now I'm gonna take this one. It's technically a matte, but it has some shimmers in it. It kicks back a lot. And then now I'm gonna take this deep plummy shade. I'm gonna put this in my outer corner and just lightly blend it in. And then I think I'm gonna take that same shade and put it on my inner corner as well. I think that goes well with both of the pink and the purple. I'm just gonna have pink underneath my eye for the rest of this video, but it's fine. And then I'm gonna take this shade again and I'm gonna put this underneath my lash line and blend it out into what's on the upper part of my lid. And then I'm gonna take this blue shade and I'm gonna blend it on the inner part of my lower lash line. And then now I'm gonna take this kind of dusty purple and I'm gonna put it right up against my lower lash line near the roots and also put it up on my lid where I would normally put eyeliner and kind of winging it out. And time for shimmer. So I'm gonna take the shade that's right in the center and put it right in the middle of my lid. This one is so pretty. It's a duochrome that's like gold pinkish. Oh, it looks really cool. And then I'm just gonna go through, blend the edges of that shimmer a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the last shade, I'm gonna highlight my inner corner, and I'm also gonna highlight my brow bone. This one doesn't have as good a payoff as the one in the center, but I'm just highlighting with this one today. So that is the finished look for the Volume 1 palette. Now let's get into the Volume 2 on the other side. I think I'm gonna kind of stick to the same shape-ish. We'll see. So I'm gonna take the light green in the bottom middle. I'm gonna put it in my inner crease here. And then now I'm gonna take the yellow and then kind of following up with the green. Honestly, I'd be totally fine with just these two colors on my eyes, just saying. So now I'm gonna take this darker greenish blue. I'm gonna put it right on my inner corner. And then I'm gonna take this bright orange. I'm gonna put it on my outer corner and attempt to blend this into my crease. And then I'm gonna take the dark brown shade and put it right on the inner corner and blending that out white a bit. And then I'm going to take the purple and do kind of the same thing in the outer corner, just kind of using it to deepen everything up. And then I'm going to take the light green again. I'm going to put that underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the light orange and I'm going to put this on the remaining part of my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the purple shade and put it right underneath my lashes on my lower lash line. Ooh, now I'm going to take this shimmery green shade and do pretty much the same thing, putting it in the my lid. And then I'm gonna highlight with the shade in the middle. Put that on my inner corner and also a bit on my brow bone. All right, so here is volume 1 and volume 2. I'm gonna put on some mascara and we'll be done with the looks. All right, and these are the final looks. So volume 1, volume 2. Again, I'll do one last zoom in just so you guys can see all the colors of everything. So you guys let me know down below which palette is your favorite. Mine is still definitely the volume 2 palette. The packaging, the colors just scream to me a bit more. Yeah, I definitely like the color scheme in this one a little bit more in the packaging, but I know a lot of people love purples. So if you guys do love this palette and you're looking to expand your collection on a few more purple pink colors, and I think this is a really good palette. There are a few similarities with the bigger palettes. With this one, I found this bottom row to be the most similar to some colors in the bigger palette, but the rest of these colors were a little bit more unique, and this shimmer looks like one of the other shimmers in there. And then as for the volume 2 palette, the orange, the pink, the brown, and this color is pretty similar to the bigger palettes, but this whole top row is different than what the shades are in the bigger palette. So if you guys were wondering, that is what I found. And one last thing to top the end of this video off. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great Halloween this year, and Halloween month, I should say. Like, who spends just one day on Halloween? You know what I mean? So hope you guys have a great Halloween, and also I hope you guys are ready for tomorrow. I have been so hyped. Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star collection coming to you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys get freaking hyped because I am hyped. I'm so excited. But that is it for this video. That's why I'm a little meh on these, because I'm like, the only thing I'm thinking of is like Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, I must have it. But all in all, this palette is definitely my favorite one out of the two. Differences, swatches, yada yada. Let me know which look is your favorite down in the comments below. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll have my review video on the new Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette right over here if you wanted to check that video out. And then this video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here where you can click on it and subscribe to my channel.